Forget the public information officer. There's Chief Best. Good morning, Chief.
Good morning. How are you, Omari?
Well, I'm all right. You know, every time I think I'm gonna get to sleep in, Chief, I don't ever get to sleep in. I mean, we had a feeling. We heard a lot of chatter, as you can imagine. We heard a lot of chatter that something was going to happen today, and then we heard on the radio that there was a convoy at 4 something this morning, and there's not going to be a convoy to anywhere else but right here at 4 a.m. And when we got out here is when we saw your officers there had a line in front of the 12th Avenue Arts building and this building right here.
Right, that's right. Well, you know, as you know, you've been out here day in and day out, you know, following all of this and reporting on all the issues out here. Too much crime, too much violence. We had to do something. It was time to act. It has gone on far too long. We have 2 young African-American men, not even to the age of 20, both teenagers that are dead, and many others are injured, raped, robbery, assault. It was time for us to get in and do what we needed to do to clear out the area and to start restoring public safety to the area. As you know, also, you know, the precinct, you know, a landmark, a legacy of Councilman Sam Smith. You know, all of the issues that were combined here, it was time for us to take action. It doesn't take us away from the fact that it is very important for people to be able to peacefully demonstrate and express their First Amendment free speech rights, but there has to be order and peace in the city.
Ma'am, do you consider the operation this morning successful?
Well, as far as I can tell, yes. I mean, we did what we came to do initially, which was, you know, start to reclaim the streets so that we can open them up and provide public safety. And this is going to be an ongoing effort to maintain the area and to make sure that people are able to utilize the area for its intended purpose.
Ma'am, the mayor issued an emergency order at 2 o'clock this morning. In that order, she said that the Seattle Police Department, in an area that she defined as the Cal Anderson Park area, can maintain a barrier, as she outlined on 13th, Denny, a few other streets, for up to 10 days in that order. Do you anticipate maintaining that perimeter? The Seattle Police Department intend to maintain that perimeter up to 10 days?
Well, we're definitely going to maintain it for a period of time within that 10-day frame. It really depends on what we encounter while we're here. But as you can see, you've been here, you look around, there's going to be a lot of work that's going to take to clean up the area. I think that a number of folks are looking forward to being able to drive in and out of the area. And for me personally, I just want to make sure that we're able to respond to calls for service and to provide the service we're supposed to and have public safety. I don't want another person shot or killed because we weren't able to get in here and we let lawlessness, you know, prevail in this area.
2 quick questions, ma'am.
Yes,
One, how long? I saw the officers go in and it looked like they were securing the building or sweeping the building, looking for people who might be in there. How long do you anticipate it's going to take to get the East Precinct back open and operational?
Yeah, it's too early to tell. I don't know that information at this point. We're not going to rush. We're going to make sure that the area is secure, that officers are able to respond, that it's cleaned out, and workable for us. So, again, not rushing to it. Just want to make sure that we take care of things we're supposed to.
Ma'am, the last question is, I mean, clearly the protesters that were here at the CHOP were pushed out this morning, but the protests in Seattle remain. Is the Seattle Police Department gonna create a protest zone for people for their you know, who come here to protest peacefully?
That's not our intention at all. The people in the city protest peacefully all the time. We have over 300 demonstrations and marches a year, about 75 of which we deploy officers. So, but this was not that. This was a takeover of an area where a lawlessness was allowed to prevail. We just couldn't let that happen.
Right, meaning that you clear the area, protesters come back. Is there a line that the Seattle Police?
As you noted, the area is not
right.
open right now. So at least for the next 10 days, no one's coming back into this area unless they live or work here.
All right, thank you, Chief Best.
Thank you.